Hey, hello traders, how are you all? I hope you are all doing well and your weekend was very good, and we are back with one more video series. Now this video is going to be very important, guys, because I'm going to give you a complete breakdown of all the trades that we took over the weekends. Out of that, only one trade I shared in my Discord because as you know, Discord is a free group, and all the trades that we take in our trading desk is a combination of effort of lot of traders. So that is why we decided to give only one trade, and when we will launch our Discord group properly for the subscribers and for the people who purchase the subscription, that time it will be full-fledged. Okay, so having said that, guys, watch this video completely to the end because there will be a lot of important trading details, and I will try to walk you through a logic of how we take all the trades and what we do in our group. Okay, so having said that, let's start, guys. Let me just hide all the drawings here, and let me just start fresh. And as you can see that we are in the BTC USDT 15 minutes chart, and this weekend over here we planned several of the trades in this whole zone. Okay, so this was the whole trading zone, and the whole planning was done on the basis of this zone in mind. We were not targeting any other zones, and I will break down three trades that we took over here. Now the first trade, guys, I don't need to explain this to you because this swing failure trade over here, I gave it in the FOMC video much before the FOMC meeting started. I think I posted one day before the actual FOMC meeting, and I told you that this was the last swing failure low at 18214, and as soon as we get a wick below that, you can enter a long trade. Okay, so if you are swing trading it, you can see that you are already in 11.8% profit on spot only, and depending on how much leverage you take, you're already more than 100% in profit. Okay, from this swing trade. Now this is this trade setup. I will not go over again that how I planned this trade, but what I'll do is we took three trades this weekend. The first one was first I will explain you that how I decided to take profits in this zone, and after that how we took a new trade from here to here. Okay, and after that how we took a new trade from this place to this place. Okay, so you can see three moves we targeted over this weekend. Now we took a small scalp here also, but this trade I will not go today because this is a little bit more technical. But only with these three trades that you see over here that we took in our weekend this time, this almost fetched us more than, you can see, 7 plus 5 12 and 9 21. So we take normally 220x leverage because the markets are more volatile during the weekend. So we just took a decision of exiting with 400% profit, and we do not hold on to our trades, guys, because now is not the time to hold your investments. Even if you are in a swing long, today is looking quite rosy because we have gone up, but there was always a chance that we could have come down and you would have resetted all the profits that you made, from here to here, over here to here. Almost 4 days you sat in the trade, you gave your fees to the exchange, and then in the end you would have gotten stopped out or you would have lost money in this trade. Okay, so this was always a possibility. So today you're lucky, that is why the price has gone up, but if it had decided to go down, then it would be a different scenario altogether. Okay, so that is why today's tip is plan your trades and then trade your plan. That is what is important. Okay, and then depends what you're doing. You want to scalp, you want to swing, what you want to do. On the basis of that, you can take a decision. Okay, and you can plan. Now before starting the video, guys, there are two important questions which I am going to answer today, because some people are asking me to show you to give them entry exit trades as and when I take them, and some people are asking me to show my own portfolio and PNL. Now the first the why I don't show my PNL, there are two reasons to it. The first reason is I don't want to make my things public, okay, because it's a private thing and it's my private portfolio. Maybe what I'll do is after we finish the live trading course, what we can do is we can start a challenge account in the Discord server, and where I will take live trades with all my subscribers, and then I will show you live the challenge account results, and I will post that on YouTube also, but I will only post the results on YouTube. And the second reason is if I show you PNL, then you get greedy. One time I think by mistake I posted my PNL on Twitter, and that was not a good thing to do, and I regret that decision. But you should not show your PNL. Okay, if something is attracting you to take the decision, then it is not good, because you don't trust me. Okay, so the only reason you will trust me is if I either give you something valuable or I show you money. Okay, and if you're someone who is for going by the logic that this person has earned so much money and this person is really doing well, so I should follow him, then you are doing something wrong. Okay, the logic is, if someone is adding value to your trading style or your trading decision or your life, then only you go and follow that person. Okay, because if you just look at how much money they have earned, what cars they are driving, what lifestyle they are living, and you start following them blindly, then it is going to be a disaster for you. And believe me, you will only waste your time seeing how good they are doing in their videos, and you will not improve yourself. Okay, so that is the only reason why I don't post my PNL and my portfolio public. Second reason, I already told you about the second question, that why I don't post all my trades here, because there is a group of 7 traders who put in their effort and do this. So if we decide to start a paid membership, then there is no problem in posting. I can post like other people are doing, but till then I will try my best to give you the logic that why I take trades, so that even if you don't want to buy such paid membership, then you can go ahead and do it yourself, because that is the best way to learn. Okay, so having said that, let's start, guys. Now, before we start this trade pattern, already I explained you that how we took the long trade. Now, why I decided to take profits over here is because of the most simple reason of order block. Okay, now I will not go through details of order block because it's a completely different topic. But if you see the wick over here, and if you see the wick over here, just join this to wick. Okay, and then extend the whole range. No, then you will find that this was the first major resistance. Okay, and if you put a Fibonacci over here also, you can see that the Fibonacci level of 0.382 almost arrived at this point. So the point of reversal looked quite well. Okay, so the big A was complete, the big B was complete, and now there are two options: either will form a lower low, or we'll just test the last order block and then go up. Okay, this is a 1-2 pattern, like we want to call it. So you can see that in the 1-2 pattern over here, this 1 2 3 4 5 was easily completed here. Now I don't tell that it is a 1 2 3 4 5 because technically it is not a correct 1 2 3 4 5 pattern, but you can see that we are almost range trading, and how you can benefit out of it, that was the point. Okay, so this was the reason why we took profits from our long. The first take profit area was in this zone. Okay, so over here, because this was the point where I felt that we can get maximum resistance, and that is why I thought that this is the best time to exit. And you can see that our entry was 18090 or something, I forgot, almost in the bottom, and you can see that we did almost a 7.7% profit from this trade. Now because we took profit and because we marked that this will be an important zone in the whole trading range of BTC, that is why we decided to take a short from here. Okay, now taking a short from here was easy because it was retracing to the 0.382 and it was hitting a major order block. But as you can see that there was a lot of liquidity above also. So I thought to myself that okay, this liquidity is not taken, but since it is a major zone, price might reset over here, and if it consolidates over here, I will try to look into a long again. But what I will do is, first I will try to take a short from the zone because I am out of a trade now. Okay, and I opened a short here from this swing failure pattern over here, as you can see. Let me just hide this for you. Since this is a 15 minutes, guys, so swing failure patterns, they work best if your swing failure candle or this candle over here, it closes in a wick, okay, and not in a candle. So I took this swing failure short from here and we went down from here. Okay, now where I took profits on this trade was a separate whole new discussion, but you can see that if I put the same logic of the order block zone over here and try to mark that where the maximum order block or where the demand zone for BTC is, then you can see that this is the whole range which is coming, this wick over here. Okay, so you start from this wick. Now it is very easy to draw. You can see the wick over here. Let me just draw it for you again. You can see that there is a wick here and there is a wick here. So you join both the wicks and you mark the zone over here. Okay, so this in the whole trading, in the whole weekend session, this was your resistance zone, this was your support zone. So what I'll do is I'll mark this green and I will mark this red. Okay, so you can see that this was the pattern we used, and we took profits over here, right over here. And you can see that this trade over here was a very good 4.4% trade that we took, and this long over here was almost a 7.6%. Okay, so I hope that this two trade logic is completely clear to you, and you don't have any decision. The only thing which will stop you from taking the trade here is if you follow a lot of channels on Twitter, then they will say you that Bitcoin will continue to go down, especially big channels where they say they're still talking about 10k Bitcoin, but you can see that there is a lot of range trading which is going on. And what we did was, when the price came over here, we marked this as our demand zone. So a possibility of taking a long again increased from this zone. So this was our demand zone. So as the price tapped here, we took our profits, and then on the second retest, okay, on the second retest over here, we took a long entry again, and I was targeting the same zones over here. And as I saw that the price is rejecting much before, okay, because you can see that this is your resistance zone, and your last candle closure below this resistance zone was somewhere over here. Okay, and you can see that now the price is giving wicks into that zone. Okay, before you can see there was a candle formation in this zone, and now you can see that there is a wick formation in this zone. You can see the same thing over here also. And if you follow this trade logic, then you can know that the price action became significantly weaker, okay, or else a lot of sellers were stepping in that zone. And as you know that weekend is a very volatile zone, so there was a possibility of this retracing back to the demand zone again. So we took one more short over here, but we did not take this with high leverage. The only reason for this was because it was not in our red zone over here. So we were not sure that price might go down, come up, and then again start going down. Okay, so this was always a possibility, and I was hoping that we take a small zone over here first, and then as the price progresses down on every retrace, we go on adding. Okay, so we can add here, we can add here, and we can add here also, 3 zones. So this way what you're doing is you are adding to a safe trade. And what you normally do, guys, is what you can do is you can follow a pyramid system of trading. What that means is, if you make a triangle like this, and if this is your first entry, and this is your second entry, and this is your third entry, then let's say you put $100 over here in your trade. As the trade goes in your favor, you start increasing the trade. Okay, do not do the opposite way. That means if the price is here and you have taken an entry, price goes down and then goes up, then you are increasing your entry position. So if this was 100, then you are putting $200 over here, then this is a wrong trading system. Okay, because you are DCAing into a losing trade. So DCA, dollar cost averaging, is the full form of this. If you DCA into a losing trade, it is never good. Okay, always try and DCA into a winning trade. So the example of the winning trade is over here. So you can see that this was your decision, that before there were candles which was closing in this region, now there are wicks which are closing in the region. Okay, so you take the trade, and then on every retrace you start putting more and more money. Okay, because you are still hoping that this will eventually come down to the demand zone that you have marked. Okay, so you can see, guys, that this is a whole process that you have to follow. It is not like you just enter the trade and then magically someone will come and tell you to exit the trade. So this is the demand and supply zone logic. Now let me just delete all these brushes that we have drawn so that I can explain you one of the most important logics now. Okay, so the demand and supply zone is done, and now we know that why we have taken such trades. Now you can see that if I go to the 1 hour time frame, okay, and the price is coming down, so I mark some important support lines over here. Okay, so you can see that this trend line and this trend line, you just join and extend. Okay, and whenever it comes to the trend line and you have a demand zone over there, this becomes an additional confluence over here. Okay, and because this is your full wave over here, you can see that this is the top of the wave and this is the bottom of the wave. So these are the two liquidity points that you have. what you do is you mark a whole Fibonacci level over here, and you can see that this is the golden pocket region. Okay, this whole region is the golden pocket area, and anytime price is inside this area, it is always a good reason to take an entry. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you guys, that how on the basis of Fibonacci you can figure out that which are the important zones over here. Let me make it more clearer to you. So anywhere between these two ranges, this becomes the important retracement area. So that is why you can see that whenever price came in the demand zone, it came here once, it came here twice. Okay, and yesterday I saw that price was, a lot of buyers were stepping in between also. Okay, we were in a short, but you can see that this was a high, this was a lower high, this was a lower high, and you can see that this was a lower low, and this was the first higher low which formed here. Okay, this was the first higher low. So in the demand zone, if you are getting a first higher low, that means there are signs of reversal that can happen. Okay, so what we did was we closed our short on this push over here on this wick, and then on this wick down we took the first long over here. Okay, so our first entry was 18,620, and then I was waiting for a confirmation because there was always a possibility of price going down. So I was waiting for a confirmation. So when we went up and tested this trend line which was coming from bottom, you can see, I will just increase the thickness of it so you can see quite clearly that when it came and tested this, we decided to put in more margin into this trade. Okay, we did not get the exact entry over here at 18,768. I think on this candle, because the volume that came over here was also very good. If I just put the volume indicator over here, you can see that the volume that came in that zone was also very nice. You can see a big wick in the volume over here. And then by the time we entered, I think somewhere 17,800 or something we entered. Again, more, this was the point where we entered, and this was the point that we entered. So our average price came somewhere between 18,768, and I can see that this is the only screenshot I will share with you. You can see that our average filling price was 18,768. So that is the way we took this trade. And having said that, let me just delete all these brushes and give me some time, because the chart looks very messy here. Yeah, so you can see that we took this long and we exited this long exactly at this top. Okay, because I don't want more from my trade. So if my average entry is 768, which is somewhere over here, then I only target the top over here. Why we exited the top is because this was, again, if I just delete this and I just delete this, you can see that after these two zones, the next important zone was this over here. Okay, so that is why I say you mark zones, and this was an important resistance zone over here, and that is why we exited from the trade. And if you draw a parallel channel also, you can see that this parallel channel which was respected in the bottom, the top of the channel was also hitting that point, so it was giving an added confluence. And if you draw a Fibonacci from bottom to top, you can see that the 0.5 level almost hit that zone. You can see 0.5. Okay, so this was our trigger. The 0.5 fib level was our target, so we exited exactly on this wick over here. Okay, let me just remove this, and we exited exactly on this wick over here, because our take profit zone was 2337, which was the 0.5 level of the fib. Now we have opened one more short from there, hoping that we at least come and get a retest of this. Now why it is important to take profits, guys, is because you know that now you have made a lot of money in the trades, and if you are sitting in a long from bottom somewhere here, let's say you're sitting in from this long only, from the last swing high also you're sitting, then you're in a lot of profits. So take some profits, okay, because what can happen is this can come back and test the whole level of 19,481 again, because this, the major order block you can see now becomes this zone over here. Okay, so BTC can always come and test this zone again, and then it can make a decision. Okay, because you can see other markets are not doing so well, and BTC is just short squeezing the shorts, or something else is happening. This does not look like a legit push to me. This looks like a short squeeze to me, and I'm hoping that this will completely retrace, and I will close my short somewhere around here, 19,472 and 19,309 mark. and then I will see what the price will do. Okay, because the trends like this, you know, first time they test the 0.5 zone, there is a strong reversal from that zone. And if you do a normal Elliott wave analysis, you can see the first ABC was complete over here. If there is weakness in this push, then the second ABC will be completed over here. Then, as I always tell you, join 3 trends together. So one trend you join here, one trend you join here. Then there is a possibility of a lower low, or at least a retest of this low. Okay, so that is what comes into picture. Now we can just correct a little bit here and we can keep going up, because there are several important zones which are marked over here, so you can target otherwise. Okay, if you go to my Discord, guys, if you join my Discord, you can see that today I've posted important levels for BTC to keep an eye on, and I just gave one trade in my BTC update, which was over here, and this was the only long trade you could have taken. I did not post this on Twitter, this was only posted on the Discord, and you can see 18,516 could have been your entry for long over here. And I think this was the push, which we planned. Yeah, you can see that it came down to 18,543 exactly, and you could have entered this long over here, and you'd have been sitting pretty in this swing zone already. 9.69% profit. Okay, so it's not like I don't give trades, but I focus more on educating you so that you can take a trade by yourself, and it will be more helpful to you in the long run, believe me. So this is how we made 400% profit almost, guys, in our weekend trading this week. And I hope that this trading logic is clear to you, and I will suggest that you mark zones of importance like this, and keep it on your chart, because it is going to help you a lot going to the future. Okay, so I hope this is clear, guys, and please join our Discord and discuss more and more. The more you discuss, the more will be the benefits of taking and improving your trading pattern and logic. And I hope that this video gave you some insights, and I hope that this has improved your trading in some way. Okay, thank you for watching, guys. Please drop a like, and do not forget to subscribe our channel. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.